The crypto markets is going through one of its biggest corrective periods that it has ever been. And there is some key indicators that I am looking at right now that is signaling the potential start of the bottom of Bitcoin and the crypto markets. Everyone else is calling for lower prices right now, and that could just be the case. But we're going to jump into the charts and I'm going to show you these key metrics that you don't want to miss. So if we jump into the Bitcoin charts, as you can see here, we lost the 100-week moving average 2 weeks ago, and we have really lost a lot of volume here on Bitcoin. We even tapped $60,000 for Bitcoin, which is absolutely crazy. And we are really nearing that 200-week moving average here at $59,000. Now, this is really important to understand because at the moment where we're at on the RSI, it is the most oversold that it has been in over 3 years. The last time we were in this position where the RSI was tapping around 26 was all the way back here in June of 2022, in particular on this red candle. So this capitulation candle that we had in 2022 is the exact same area that the RSI is tapping into right now. What does this candle signal? This candle signaled last bear market, the actual beginning of the bottom of the bear market. So let's just take a look at this so you guys can get context. So we managed to dip all the way down from $26,000 to $17,000. From that, we had people and buyers step in, push all the way back up to $20,000 just on that 1 weekly candle. Let's have a look what's happening right now. Very, very similar scenario. So we've had a capitulation all the way down to $60,000. Now buyers are stepping in and have pushed the price already about 10% up. Now the weekly candle close is going to be very, very important to see where this lands. So we've got a couple days left. By the time this video comes out, we'll probably know where the weekly candle closes. And yeah, if it does close anywhere around this area, then the expectation is right now that we will likely see some form of a relief rally. So if we're going to go off of what happened last time, off of this candle, we then actually ended up popping up around 32% here. From the bottom wick, we're looking at a pump of around 40% for the price of Bitcoin, okay? And from that point, we really ranged from 25,000 all the way down to that wick low of around $18,000 to $17,000. Now, this red candle here was actually the FTX collapse and a full capitulation. So I'm actually going to negate this red candle because of the fact that it's a black swan, an unprecedented event. So in reality, the bottom of the bear market was actually signaled right here, right now, where we are. So if we do look at where we're at, we're in a very kind of similar scenario. The RSI is dipping below 26 right now. We're capitulating, and it'll only be a matter of time before we see if this is actually the start of the bottom of the bear market. It actually ended up popping up all the way to the 200-week moving average before then dropping back down again and retesting those lows. So if we were going to repeat something similar, we may pop up to the 100-week moving average. This is the current moving average that we broke a couple of weeks ago. So that would mean that we would have a nice buy of around 39%, very similar to the bear cycle of 2022. Now, I'm not saying that this is a complete prediction or anything like that. It's just, a target area that we can look at. It really does depend if we're going to reclaim 73 to 74, because that's quite a key area. So I would also look at that as a key area for reversals. Now let's talk about the timeline as well, from the bottom of the bear market in 2022 to the recovery. This took around 7 months. That would take us up to September of 2026 for a recovery and to start the next leg up of the bull market. Now, this does seem logical. The reason I say this is because we are still in massive uncertain territory. We still have issues with geopolitics over with America and Iran. We also haven't seen any rate cuts yet. We've been on complete pause since December. We still have uncertainty around the tariffs. There is also still government shutdowns happening each quarter. The last one being 43 days, one of the longest in US history, and the next one coming up soon, or even happening now. We have the yen carry trade unwinding. There's a massive deleveraging event going on across all markets, not just crypto. So it's going to take a lot of time to get that recovery. The good news is markets like this don't last forever, and there's a way that you can position yourself in the market. What is absolutely crazy and absolutely unprecedented right now is this Bitcoin exchange liquidation map. In the 8 years that I've been in crypto, I've never seen anything like this. Every single long in the last year for Bitcoin has got completely wiped out. This is a complete market reset like never before. This is why when prices are down like this, it can be the biggest generational opportunity for people that want to get into the markets right now. No one wants Bitcoin right now. And that's the position where you should reframe your mindset and go, maybe I should. The fear and greed index is at 5. This is the most extreme fear that it has been in multiple years. The next chart I want to show you guys is the USDT dominance. This is extremely important in understanding where the bottom of the bear markets are and where bull market corrections come in. So as you can see here, we have broken out of my yellow box. Every single time that we have got into this box, that has signaled the end of a correction in a bull market. So in January 2024, in August of 2024, and in April of 2025. Now, we have broken out of this area now, and we are hitting a very important key area. Every time we have hit 8.4%, this has signaled a bottom signal of Bitcoin during a bear market. Let me explain. The first one is in June 2022, the data that I was showing before. The second one was November of 2022. This marked the end of that bottom. And the third time was September of 2023, which marked the last correction before the bull market began in 2023. Let's match up the data. First one, June of 2022, right here. Second one, November of 2022, the Pico bottom of the bear market. And number 3 was September of 2023, the last correction before we went into full-on bull market mode. So by looking at this data, you can understand that where prices are right now is not where you should be panicking. It's where you should be positioning. But it's also very important to understand when liquidity is going to rotate and when the markets are going to recover. For that reason, I've set up a brand new training for all of you guys to join me live on the 25th of February that goes over all of this information, all the data, and understanding from a macroeconomic perspective and a monetary policy perspective what we need to see before the next leg for crypto and where you should be positioning at certain price points. If you guys are interested in joining me, then click the link below. It's completely free to join. This will definitely help you position yourself in 2026. We don't just cover crypto in this, we cover the entire market. We're talking about metals, commodities, equities, and crypto. So if you want to join me, again, click the link down below. Thank you guys for watching this video. I hope this was super helpful, and I'll see you guys in the next one.